Hello, hi, everyone out there. Hello. We are here again on another episode of the Question Live Show with, of course, your host, Verona Willis-Brown. That is me. Yes, that is me. So welcome to another episode as we go on into the season of summer. My season. I don't know what is your season, but it is my season. It is summer. We're rolling into summer somewhat. We're kind of like out. It's not summer weather, but we are going in the season. It's the month. So we are going in the season. So I want to say, if you are out there and you're in some summer season, enjoy. If you're in winter season, still enjoy. Because life comes with season. So whether you're in your winter season or your summer season, the fact of the matter is you are alive. So when you are alive, don't just barely live. Create a life. Live a life. Okay, don't barely live. You're hard to live in, you're barely living. No, we don't do that. So so this is a Question Live Show where I said if you have a story, a book, a work in progress, come on in, bring it here so we can build together, so we can grow together, but most of all, so we can support each other. The more we support each other, it is the faster we grow. The more we support each other, is the stronger we will grow. When we grow, we will have a better community and we will have a better world. So let us have the intention to work with each other. We are all unique. We were all created with unique gifts and talent. Let us put them together and work in one. I mean, that's all impossible, but nothing is impossible. So anyway, welcome. So you know what I say, you know what we do here. Yes, you do know what we do here. What do we do? Now listen, if you are a first timer, I want to say welcome to you. Now, if you're a first timer, I want you to put your name in the comment section and let me know it is your first time. Not that I want to be nosy, that is your first time. I just want to celebrate you and acknowledge that you're present. Right. So now, if it is your first time and you want to be in the back and you don't want to to know it's you, then I say welcome too. Yeah. Now, if this is not your first time and you are returning, I want to say to you, welcome back. Yes, welcome back to another episode. Now, for you who've been here, you know what happened at this time. At this time, we have some rules. They're baby rules. Don't let your heart go racing because I say rules. Rules are every single where, whether it's in your house, my house, church, school, wherever. School or rules are everywhere. So what are they? They're baby rules. 1, 2, 3, maybe 3.5, 4. Maybe sometimes they have 5 rules, but don't worry about them. They're very simple. first rule that I said. If you are watching me right now or you're listening to me right now, and if I spotlight your name on the screen or I call your name, simply mean you are in the live. Yes. Now, if you're in the live, all I ask you to do is just look for your share button. Yep, right there. Yep, it is right there. Look for your share button, click that share button, and invite it to someone else and invite them into the live. Now, live is like getting fresh food out of the oven or off the stove that your mama cooked. And you know your mama is a good cook. Your favorite meal. So now when you get fresh food, you want to share that fresh food, right? Yes, you want to share fresh food because they said sharing is caring. That sounds cliche. We really not going to use that, but sharing is good for your heart. It speed up your heartbeat. It keep you healthy. It's very healthy. Share, share, share. Right? Now, if you are watching me and maybe you're in the back, but if you are watching me and you're listening to me and you don't see me spotlighting your name because you didn't put your name in the comment section, but you're present and I wouldn't know. And if you are watching this again and you are watching the replay, please hashtag replay and share again. Look for the share button and share. Now, sharing a replay is like sharing leftover food. Even though sometimes leftover food do taste good, honey, share it still. But nothing like the original. There's nothing like the original, but you want to share. You want to share because sharing is good for your mentality. It's a good mentality to do. It's a good thing for your heart. So share. Now that's rule number one. Rule number two is very simple. Grab yourself something to write with, whether it's a pen, pencil, marker, crayon, piece of feather. Now, if you do have a piece of feather, you do need some ink or a thing of paint to dip it in. And when you dip it in, you need to scribble, and write with it. And when you do that, you need a notebook or a piece of paper. Now, if you don't have that, all you need to do is to grab your devices. Yes, because inside of your device, there's a notepad section, and you're just going to write in there. But if you don't have a notepad section, no, you're just going to text back to yourself. What am I telling you to text or what am I telling you to write down? You see, here at the Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets. And I encourage you to write them down. I encourage you to write because writing is where you're extracting the very thoughts out of your mind and you're putting them on paper and you're building a relationship between your fingers, your paper, your heart, your mind, and everybody's having a good relationship. So you want to write things down. And when you write things down, whether you write one word turn into a sentence turn into a paragraph can turn into a page into another page, and so forth. And what is the end result? You might just end up with a book. Yes. So you want to write things down. So I encourage you to build that relationship and write things down. You will see that reality kicks in when you write things down and you stop to look at it. You will see. Now the next rule is very simple. Grab yourself something to drink, whether it is water, wine, tea, or juice, soda, porridge, broth, smoothie, whatever is it that you drink. Please put it in the comment section. Let me know what is it that you drink. No, it's not that I want to be nosy of what you are drinking in your house. No, but you see, right here, we like to celebrate each other. So when you put what you are drinking, it is okay. We are not judging what you are drinking, but I want to raise my glass celebrating you. See, when we celebrate each other, it motivates us, it inspires us, it pushes us a little bit further because we want to celebrate small win, big win, and all sort of wins. So yes, so whatever it is that you're drinking, I want to celebrate you. Maybe this is Thursday or maybe Friday. Whatever is it that you accomplished for this week, you might put it in there. We want to celebrate you. So whatever is it that you're drinking, me, I usually shop with my water. See, water is good for you. It is pure. It is good. It quenches the thirst. Okay, when it quenches the thirst, that is exactly what you need, not soda. And another thing why I love to drink water is because I believe in miracle. And the best miracle worker is Jesus. Because why? He turned water into wine. And I look at my water every single week and I say, oh Lord, maybe some water going to turn up in wine up in here, up in here. But you see, tonight I did not come with my water. Tonight I came with a glass of smoothie. Yes, I have me a glass right here. Kale smoothie. As you can see, green. Green is the new black, the new everything. Green is it. Green stands for prosperity. We are rolling into some form of prosperity up in here. So tonight I do have a glass of kale smoothie. Absolutely. So yes, I don't have my water tonight. Usually I have my water, but that's beside the point. Just let me know what is it that you're drinking. Next rule is if you need to use the bathroom, whether it is to the right or to the left, wherever it is, go now, go use the bathroom. And ladies, you know that anywhere we go, there's always a line to the ladies' bathroom. So I hope there is no line to your bathroom. Now you go use the bathroom and you're going to come right back. And when you come right back, your seat going to be reserved right here. Yes, just like the seat of life, your seat is reserved with your name on it. It is personalized with your name, your gifts, your talent, your intention, your expectation, your goals, your purpose, your destiny. It is on there. And when you come and you sit there, no, you don't give up that seat. Because that is where your birthright is planted. And inside of your birthright, it is greatness. And if you hand over your seed, then you're handing over your birthright, darling. Please don't do that. Now, with that said, for those of you who don't need to use the bathroom, and for those of you who already have your drink ready, yes, I want to acknowledge you while those went to the bathroom. While I went to the bathroom, I want to acknowledge you that you are here because there's something about you acknowledging the presence of people because that simply means you already acknowledge yourself. And we are together. So in the meantime, I want to acknowledge Yasmin. Yasmin, welcome back. Welcome back. It is late. She's in the UK. So she's on Friday schedule, okay? She's on Friday schedule. Look, girl, yes. She's on Friday schedule and we on Thursday schedule. So we are working around the clock. Yeah, so that is what we do. So welcome back. Yo, you gotta follow Yasmin channel because boy, she got some stuff going on her channel. Let me tell you about Yasmin. She is a content creator. She creates some stuff over there. And if you put your little hands and your little eyes over here, just take a peep over there. You see who Yasmin is over there. You know, she's always popping up here, but yeah, just pop over there and you see her stuff. Yes, Georgia, welcome, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, indeed. You know what I do here. You know the statement. You know the statement, honey. Yes, Lord. You know the statement. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you. I want to talk a little bit about this necklace. Thank you so much. I want to talk about this necklace was given to me as a nice little gift that somebody went into some, where this necklace came from. Oh, so y'all look at it. See that? I want to take it off a little bit so y'all can see it. Right here. This necklace travel. Oh, look. Oh, pay attention. I have to bring it up a little bit closer. Yes, you see that necklace. Now this necklace travel all the way. See, I work around the world, you know. I travel around the world. This necklace came all the way from Sri Lanka. Lord of mercy. Sometimes I wonder where Sri Lanka, but never mind. This came all the way from Sri Lanka. So I represent in Sri Lanka tonight. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Yes, this is representing Sri Lanka tonight. So I'm representing another sister in Sri Lanka. I like to represent the people, us, sister. So I have sisters around the world. So yes, so thank you kindly. So my goodness, so listen, for those who went to the bathroom, we are not waiting for them. if they're taking that long, or if they have a line. Now, for those of you who are sitting here, you already got your seat. You are VIP because you know the rule. You got your seat. You're sitting in place. You got your drink in hand, maybe, and you got your seat because your seat is personalized. Sit right there. But while you are sitting there, and I already acknowledge you, now we have a. We got a good topic for tonight. So if you are ready for tonight's topic, type in the comment section that you are ready. Because you see here, we greet each other. And as you can see, they're greeting each other. But before you type in that you're ready, I want to say this, that listen. I want to say that if I say something on this episode or any other episode, wherever, any episode that something resonates with you, it hit a bone, it hit a muscle, it hit a nerve, it hit something, and it resonates with you, just type in the comment section, yes. Because when you type yes, then you know it resonates with you. You know, sometimes you go to church and the pastor preach or wherever you go, and you say, amen. And you jump and you're like, yes. So right here, you put yes, that it resonates with you. Yes, Smooth. Oh my goodness. One of the most powerful ingredient out there is kale. I'm not a medical doctor. I say this is my disclaimer. I am not a medical doctor. I like to talk from my experience as well as the knowledge and wisdom that is departed on me from the highest source, my God, my creator, my teacher, my director, everything. So I like to talk about the things that he taught me, and I like to share them back with you. So yes, kale is one of the most important ingredient you want to put in your diet. Yes, it's very important. It's very important. It is very powerful for your health. It adds on to your health. Now, if you are going into this summer or winter, wherever, somewhere I might tell you what is in my smoothie. What if you want to go to Dr. Google and Google it up? Then you know you can do that. But I can tell you what is in my smoothie. What kale? You can put kale by itself, or you can add other ingredients to your kale smoothie. Drink kale straight up. Kale with some ginger. Drink it straight up, or you can make it into a smoothie, which I did. I didn't want to drink it straight. I add something to it. Yes. Far away, love it goes with a lot of other. Listen, this gonna work itself for the summer, okay? It's gonna work itself. I love me some colors. I love to add colors to my wardrobe. Colors make me happy. They're happy colors. You call them happy colors. And just the color alone, as you can see, the colors alone, you can put it on with so many different things. So many different things. Yes, and you know when I change my earring, I might just have a yellow earring that you know what I do here. Yes. So yes. So you're ready? Yes. Let's go into being ready right now. So you know our topic is baker's woman or man. Have you ever heard the saying baker's man? Have you ever heard that saying baker's man? Baker's man. We heard this thing baker's man. And we know I grew up hearing this pat a cake, baker's man. Anybody heard of this? Anybody know that? If you know that game, you can put it in that yes, you know it. Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as I can. Pat it in, break it, and mark it with V, and put it in the oven for you and me. That was a favorite game. Oh my Lord, that was a game. Pat a cake. Now, if you don't know that game, I might have to check with your age. I might have to check in with your age if you don't know that game, because that was probably a worldwide game. So if you don't know that game, you might want to YouTube or Google or something. I don't know what you got to do to find out what is pot cake. So we are talking about baker's woman. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about baker's woman. We talk about baker's man and baker's woman. So we can talk about both, because that's what we do. We're not going to separate, because where there's one, there's another. Where's another, there's one. So whichever way you look at it, man or woman, baker's man or baker's woman. Man, why you might be saying that? Verona, what are you talking about? Are we going to be baking on the show tonight? Mm-hmm. We're going to bake ourselves into our destiny. That's what we are going to do. Because you ain't going to ask me to bake nothing for you now. I used to bake, but I retired from that now. I totally retired from going into the oven and say I'm baking a cake or a cookie or anything. But you never know, you can return to. You know, Michael Jordan, he retired and he went back. So I'm not trying to do that. I think if I retire, I just want to just retire and just call it a day. So yeah, I used to do the baking, so I know. But no, we are not going to be having no oven right here on the show. I'm not going to tell you nothing about you are going to turn on your stove to 350 degrees. No, we're not going to say that, because we want to bake ourselves into our destiny. That is the whole purpose of this topic. Bake ourselves into our personal destiny, because every destiny is personal. So we want to talk about ingredients. When we're talking about baking, if you are a baker, if you have any idea about baking, then you know that there are ingredients. Ingredients are needed. Much ingredients are needed. It depends on what you are making. You might be making a banana cake. You might be making some pudding. You might be making some pound cake. Whatever is it that you're making, you might be making some blueberry cake. Whatever is it that you're making, it requires ingredients. Absolutely, it requires ingredients. So no matter what you are going to do, whether you're going to be on the stove or in the oven, no matter what you're preparing, it requires some ingredients. So you want to put in 1, 2, 3. You know, I learned this and I study a lot about food. And if you are eating any processed food, let me throw this in there. If you are buying any processed food, or you're drinking any drink that, like my smoothie, I made this at home. But if you're buying any drink outside of your home that you didn't make, on it there are ingredients. Absolutely, there are ingredients on there. So I learned this while I was studying my food. You know, I did. I went to school. I studied all this food stuff. And on the ingredients, the first 3 ingredients of anything, those are the main ingredients in that product. Yes, those are the very main ingredients, the first 3. So if you have more than 3 ingredients in something, woo, that simply means you're going to have a lot of things going on in your body. I'm just saying. That's from my experience. I tell you, I talk from my experience. I studied this. Yes. So you watch what you're putting in. So no matter what you're doing, your destiny is saying, what are the ingredients you're feeding me? Let me, what I give? What is it? Oh, pat a cake, bakers, man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it and make it and mix it with tea and put it in the oven for baby and me. I said my own version just now. Well, thank you, Georgia. Thank you so much. Is that what I said? Oh, listen, let's mark it with me. Well, mark it with V. Yeah, make it personalized, honey. Mark it with the letter V for Verona. Oh, my goodness. Lord of mercy. Well, you can make your own version. See, that's a part of getting to your destiny. We talk about don't copy no one. So this is a part of it. You heard the thing, you remember the thing, and you make your own version of it. You don't say the entire thing. You're like, no, you create your own version of something. So now, as we are making our way into our destiny, we want to know the amount of ingredients that we are dropping in daily. How many ingredients are we putting in to go on to our destiny? There's several ingredients needed. New things every day. You got to get up and have a renewed mind. A renewed mind. When your mind is renewed, you are going to come with new ideas. You're going to come with new goals. You're going to come with new expectation. Everything is new because you have a renewed mind every single day. They said, can you put old wine in new glass? I'm still trying to figure that out because yes, I do have an old glass and I do have a new wine. So I'm still trying to figure that quote. I don't know who did that to say, can you put old wine into new glass? Or what is it? Yeah, because my wine is either I don't know, because my wine could be from 1970 and I bought it yesterday. Or it could be from 1980 and I bought it yesterday. And my glass could be, I have my glass maybe for, 5 years. So I'm still trying to figure that concept out, but never mind. Never mind. So when we have a renewed mind, we want to put things into our destiny box every single day. We want to bake a cake to our destiny. We want to bake that cookie to our destiny. We want to add our ingredients in there. What are the ingredients are we adding every day? Because now you get up and you're like, oh, yesterday you add. Yesterday's gone. Now what are you going to add today? Now if yesterday, because you're here today, so simply means you survived yesterday. So you should have been adding something yesterday. Yesterday you decided to add a little patience, maybe. What are you going to add today? So we want to know the ingredients that we are putting into our destiny box. We want to know the ingredients that we are putting in to bake a cake. You see, oftentimes we wrap ourselves around, life this and life that and life this. Oh, we wrap ourselves around having popcorn this and popcorn that. Not literal popcorn, but we want to have popcorn meal. We want to have fast meal. We want to have microwave meal. We don't want to take our time to savor the ingredients. Look for the right ingredients. We want to have popcorn food. We want to have fast food. But no. We want to have instant meal. No. We don't want to have that. We want to prepare ourselves. We want to follow the process. Because if it's processed food, now you're going to take that processed food to put in your body. And when you put in your body, it is going to slow down your process. So let us change the way we are seeing things here. Now, what are the ingredients? You see, some of the ingredients that we want to put in our purpose, our destiny, to make this cake is time. Time. You see, and when I say time, I'm not talking about the time that you put in your food. I am not talking about the time that is on that little strip that you shell off and you put in your food and you want to not sit there and like, oh, I want to put some time up in my food. No, not that time. Not that time. Yeah, not that time. No, we don't. We're not talking about that time. We're talking about precious time. Thank you. We're talking about precious time. We're talking about time, the time that God gave you. How are you investing that time? Those are the time I'm talking about. I'm not timing. I'm talking about the time that give that nice flavor. Oh my goodness, that nice flavor. And if you ain't cooking with some thyme, let me tell you, thyme is a good anti-inflammatory agent. So if you're not cooking with thyme, you might want to change up something in your kitchen right now. Fresh thyme, dry thyme, don't matter. Okay? So inside of our destiny box, inside of our container that we are going to bake with, we want to put precious thyme in there. Yes, we want to put precious thyme in there. And when we put precious thyme together, you will see that things will work out at its own pace. You will see that time, don't take it for granted. Don't take that time for granted. We oftentimes take time for granted because, oh, I have this time. Oh, I have that time. Oh, that time. Time is given to you for you not to waste it. Waste not, want not, okay? See, let me tell you something about baking. My mama was a baker. Ooh, God rest her soul. She was a baker. My mother was a baker, a full community baker. And I remember as a little girl watching her bake, and she would bake and she would get that container and she would get that wooden spoon. Whew. And she will put some ingredients, and she started putting in the butter, the sugar, the flour. She started putting in the stuff because she used to make some good cake, honey. Make cake for a wedding, make for birthday, for Christmas, whatever it is. She was just a baker. She was a community baker. And I used to just watch her, and she would get little ingredients. She knew the ingredients to put in. She knew what she was making the cake for, and she would put in that ingredient. And when she turned that spoon, anybody know what I'm talking about? She turned that spoon. Ooh wee! And when she turned that spoon and started turning up that ingredient up in there, especially the butter and the sugar, and then she started adding up some stuff in there. And boy, oh boy, when she finished that, and you look at that container with all the ingredients together, blending together. There was no fancy blender and NutriBullet. She did everything from scratch. You know, if it was coconut, she would grate that coconut. She would cut it up, grate it up, and she was good to go. If it was potato, she would grate that up and she would put it in there. And she knew the ingredients. But there was something about my mama making those cakes. Because I would sit there with my siblings, and we sat there and we waited. We waited. We waited until she finished stirring all those ingredients. And boy, oh boy, when she started pouring that ingredient into the baking container, that baking pan was ready, and she basked that and she ready, that bowl had those little residue in there. And one of us, just one of us, would race for that mixing bowl. And we take that finger and you would go around in that bowl. Mwah! And if you know what I'm talking about, if you know what I am talking about, then you can put in there, yes. Take that finger and go in that mixing bowl and use, and then there would be one of us, well, I'm not going to say it's me. No, I'm not going to say it's me. I told you I came from a family of 12. So I'm not going to say it's me. Oh, no, not going to confess that. To say that one of us would get that wooden spoon. And that wooden spoon have all those extra on there. And you take your finger and you lick that spoon off and you're good to go. But you see, I am not telling you that story to tell that my mother was the greatest baker. I am telling you that in life, we got to put an ingredient in that mixing bowl. We got to put it in. We got to put it in. So whether you're making a cake, you're making bread, you got to put in that ingredient. And you got to churn that butter. You got to churn that thing. You got to make sure that it's adding up to give you the right texture. So when you're taking action, you got to know what action you're taking. We talk about how you're aligning your action with what you are putting in your head, how you aligning your action with your destiny, how you aligning your action with your purpose. So you want to align yourself in place. You see, unlike my sibling, we stood in place. We sat there and we waited and we sat there and we waited because we know. We knew somebody was going to get that opportunity to go around that mixing bowl. Your opportunity is waiting for you. Your time is waiting for you. Your destiny is waiting for you. Yes, it is waiting for you. What is it that you're mixing up to make it to that spot? What are you mixing up? So your time is very important. We should make good use of our time that God gave us. Exactly. Make use of it. Use it up wisely. Use it wisely, because when you use it wisely, you will see the ingredients that you're putting in. Every day you get up, what is it that you're watching? Every day that you get up, what is it that you're listening to? Every day you get up, what is it that you're writing down? Every day that you get up, do you have a notepad setting your goals, whether it is short-term or long-term goal? Are you using your time wisely? It is very important that we use our time wisely. Yes. They bake with love, Lord of mercy. Oh, Georgia, please. That lady baked with love. If she did not say, I love you, she said it right up in that kitchen. Woo, she was some kind of baker. Yes, they baked with love and hard work back then. Yes, those cakes were the most delicious with natural flavor. And I can taste it right now. If I close my eyes, even the smell and the aroma. My goodness, when she finished, and she put in a drop of vanilla. And you could smell that nutmeg. Lord of mercy. Woo! Yes, I could taste it right now indeed. Like, mama, you work yourself. And you sit there and you just wait. And you wait and you watch her put that cake. Lord of mercy, for those who didn't have no stove. They knew how to get that fire. You don't want to talk about it. She did, even if she didn't have no stove. Those back then, they had no stove. They made a wooden fire. Bricks, wood with the bricks. And they put that cake and put that baking pan inside that pot with some water and bake up that cake. Lord of mercy. And you sit there and you wait. You wait for the end result. There's something about us anticipating our end result. Your end result is where your destiny lives. You're supposed to have the mentality to wait for the end result. You should have the mentality to say, what I am pouring out is the end result is going to come back. So when we start doing that, we will start operate on the end result by bringing it in front. Bring your end result and work from your end result with that mentality that your end result is here. Because Lord of mercy, when you look at that cake going in the oven, all you're thinking about, like, what time will it be finished so I can taste it if it was going to be at home. But if it was going to somebody else's house, somebody else's event, you just watch it just go on by. You spend time and time just go on by. Just like that cake just pass us by and we just smell it nicely, gone by our nose, brush past our nose, and just went on in somebody else's house while we lick only the mixing bowl and the spoon. 2, the second ingredient that we must know when we are going into this baking zone is the portion, is the amount, is the proper measurement that we must put in there. Proper measurement is important because it contrasts with whatever you are making. Your end result is there. You already know what your end result is. I would like to make a cake. So you're supposed to know your end result. I would like to discover my purpose. I would like to reach my destiny. So you want to have that already fixated inside of your mind. So when you're doing that, unlike everything else, unlike my mother who knew the exact measurement of the ingredients that she was putting in anything that she was making. Now, if she was saying 2 cups of flour, she would say 1 cup of sugar. If she was saying 2 things of sugar, 1 stick of butter. So she knew the ingredients, how they're going to align. We talk about alignment, how they're going to align with each other so we can take that solid action. So she knew exactly. Now, my mother, let me tell you, I mentioned this before, that my mother never passed the 4th grade. She got to the 4th grade, and that was it in her schooling in the classroom. But God blessed her with wisdom and knowledge and understanding and gave her gifts and talent. And this is what I'm saying, that you don't have to be in a classroom to learn, because she stopped her classroom at grade 4. But she was the community baker. Now, you think about that. Somewhere from the time she passed grade 4, God utilizes the gift that she was born with. So she was born with those gifts. She developed those talents. Why? She didn't just say, oh, I finished 4th grade and I'm not doing anything. No, God knew exactly what would be the end result of her. God knew exactly what was her gifts and her talent. God knew exactly what was her purpose. God knew exactly what was her destiny. So what happened? Even though she stopped at grade 4, her purpose never left her. Her gifts and talents never left her. Your gifts and your talent can't leave you, no matter where you stop, no matter where you pause. Your gifts cannot leave you. They are sewn onto your DNA. And I told you, your DNA got greatness in it. So it is sewn onto your DNA. So it cannot go anywhere. My mama's gift did not leave her. Did she know at the 4th grade that she was going to be a baker? Maybe not. No. Maybe at 4th grade, she was thinking, listen, I just want a good education. That's it. Was she thinking that, hey, I'm going to just grow up to be a baker? No. But she was more than a baker. No, let me tell you. She was a lot of things. But we're talking about baker's man and baker's woman right about now. She was a chef all by herself in her own professional rights. She was. So, did she knew that? At 4th grade? Maybe not. Did she have an intention at the 4th grade that she wanted to grow up to be the greatest cook or the greatest baker? Maybe not. So no matter what you do, you got to know the measurement. If you are involved in something, you got to know the time that you're investing. The amount is important. The amount of food that you're eating, the amount of things that you're drinking, the amount of time that you spend investing on your goals, your gifts, your talent, the amount of time that you're watching social media, the amount of time that you're looking at somebody else's life, the amount of time that you spend copying somebody else. Everything is about the amount. They said excess amount of anything is not good for you. So the amount is serious. So you got to know the right measurement that you're putting in something. So when you know that, you know that the end result won't be a collision. It won't be chaotic. You got to know this, that it's only about when you have the time and you put the measurement to that time. No, they're working in alliance, right? They're going together and they're building up a family and said, no, we are building this ingredient because we want to make sure that your destiny is in line. Your destiny is lined up properly. So you want to put in the right amount of ingredient into your destiny. Yes. Number 3, While you do all of that, you invest your time. You know the amount of time that you're putting in. And again, we are not talking about the flavor, the herb time. We're talking about the precious time that God gave you from the moment you wake up. He gave you this time. God, can you give me this time? Maybe not. He knew the time that he wanted to give you. So you're adding that time. You know the measurement of how you're investing in that time. What is that you're invested in there? And you watch the process. You watch the process. Just like myself and my sibling, we sat there and we look at that oven and we look at the pot and we look at everything and we just look because we watch the amount of ingredients that she put in there and we watch. We take our time and we watch the process because there's a process. Because when you bake in that cake and you put in the ingredients, the right amount of ingredients, and you knew the time that you invested in that, you knew the time that you invested, and you knew the right amount of ingredients, the right measurement that you're putting in. Now the process is move it from there. So you want to move out of your space. You want to move into your destiny. You want to move into your purpose with ease. So if you don't put in the right ingredients in there, now you might be in a little chaotic. You know, your cake might not come out the way you desire for it to come out. So you put it in there, you wait, and you watch the process because there's the process and you trust the process that you know that the time that you put it and the ingredient that you put in, you're going to have something solid. You know that the time that you invested and you know that your ingredients going to give you that nice looking cake that smells so good that when you cut it, it's like, perfect. It is excellent. So you want to make sure that you watch the process and you trust the process. You want to make sure that you gauge your stove in the right temperature. Now, you might be baking at 400 degrees. If you bake at less than 400 degrees, now your cake might not bake properly. So you want to be careful of how you are going through this process because when you trust the process, you know, okay, it requires a high degree or it requires a low degree, whatever the case is. So you want to trust the process that when you are working on your destiny, you are trusting that all the situation and information and all the circumstances and all these things that come and hit you and all the distraction, that they are just a part of the process. Absolutely a part of the process. Every single thing, all the faults, all the failures, they're part of the process. And what is it? Are you just going to like, oh, this is not going to work? No. You're trusting the process because your first move is that you are taking that time. You're investing that time and you are not taking anything for granted. So you are going in with the mindset, with the mentality that at the end of the day, whatever I invested now, they're going to be an end result. There's going to be something out of this because no matter what you do, there's something out of it. There's something. When you invest negative, you will not get positive. When you invest positive, you will not get negative. There's a saying now, people. You reap what you sow. I came from a farmer's background, darling. I know what it is when they say you reap what you sow. It's not only a saying, it is something that we need to apply to our life. Whatever you put in is whatever you are going to get back. My parents did not plant a carrot and expect a potato. So be careful of what you're investing with the time that you have. Be careful. Let us know for sure that what we are invested at the end of the road, you are going to get the result of it. God requires of us to take our time into consideration. and not to take it for granted. Okay? God require of us. And when God require of us, he's saying for us to know that every single thing is an ingredient. Everything is an ingredient. All of it is an ingredient. Whether it is the sickness over here, the children over there, the spouse over there, the job over there, whatever it is a part of the ingredient because there's an end result. There's something at the end as you watch the stove, those stoves made with those little windows. And I think somebody was so clever. I think somebody was so clever when they made that stove. They made that stove and they put a little window. They put a little window that you sit there and you watch it. And we used to sit there and watch that cake, and the cake would just like bubble and bubble, and it start rising, and you're like, You start rising, so if you start rising, that simply means something is happening. Something is happening. I tell you, put some pressure on yourself that you need to get to your destiny. Put some pressure on yourself. Turn up that gear. If that cake is not rising, turn up that gear. Maybe it was only on 200, but it requires for you to be on 400. Come on, somebody. Put 400 on that oven and watch that cake rise. Look through that little window of your stove and you will see that something is happening, that there's progress. Because if you're not seeing progress, you're not putting no pressure on yourself. Something is wrong. Something is off when you're not seeing progress. No day should go by where you're not seeing progress. Create something. You don't got to be a baker like my mom. You don't got to be a farmer like my parents. But you are you. Henry, you are you. You are not Georgia. You are Henry. So you create. You bake. You bake. You make sure that your gear is correct. You make sure that you got the right ingredients. You see, sometimes what happens in life is that we go at a speed, and when we go at the speed, we are going because we are watching the next person's stove. We are watching what they bake. Yeah, they bake nice cookies. They make gingerbread cookie, and you only know how to make a shortbread cookie. That's fine. That is fine. If you only know how to make a shortbread cookie, make your shortbread cookie. If you know how to make a gingerbread man, hey, go ahead. But sometimes what happens in life is that people speed up. And they're going fast, and they're going fast. And they're going fast. And it will create a chaos in your mind. It creates a chaos in your mind. They're going fast. And for everything that they're going fast is because their mind is racing. And are they putting in the right ingredient? They might be putting in, but somehow something is off. They might remember, oh, yes, I should put in this, I should put in that. And they think that they're putting in the right ingredient. But somewhere, something is missing. Because they're sitting there waiting. My mother, when she finished looking at the oven, and she said, the cake is rising. Oh, yes, Lord. And she would get a little thing. She had a little tester, not my pen. She had a little tester. And when she had that tester, she would pull the cake out and stick it into that cake. And how she know that cake baked, huh? How you know that you're getting somewhere? Because you got to see the progress. She would stick that in that cake, and when she stick it in there, and she take a little time, and she would pull it out, and she look at it, and if no residue is on there, if none of the ingredients showing on the cake and the little thing, the little tester thing, then you know, she said, no, the cake is baked. You should know for yourself. You should know for yourself. Know for yourself that you are baking with the right ingredients. Know for yourself that you're investing the time. Know for yourself that there is something about you waiting for that process. Know for yourself. Don't speed nothing up. Don't speed anything. Put the right measurement, and then you don't have to sit there in the middle of the cake. You're deciding to turn that cake, or your cake will become lopsided. I know a thing or two about that. Your cake will flip over and just it become upside down, and just awesome things will be happening. So know before you get in there what is it that you're going to do. And even if you're not baking and you're going to cook, no, you're going to make a nice thing of rice and peas and then some spaghetti and meatballs, but you don't have the right ingredients, you're not going to have a proper end result. So I would like to say to you, stop speeding. Stop speeding. Yes, absolutely. We all can be bakers. Look in the window. There's a little window. And if you have a stove right now and you don't have a window in your stove, I'm not sure what to tell you, right? Yeah. But somewhere, I believe all stove got that window on the door. Look at yourself. Look through that window. See, Georgia just said it. Look into the window of your life and let it matter to you. Just take a look to see if that cake is rising. Look to see if there's progress. Look. Stop and look into that mirror. Check yourself every single time. Every time you wake up, check to see your progress. I see so many times people just go fast. They just go fast. Everything, they just go fast. They're thinking fast, they're talking fast, they're moving fast, they're doing everything fast. Fast, just going fast. But it's the mentality. Because how you do one thing is how you will do everything. Absolutely. So yes, go with that pace. Because when you have the right ingredient, and you'll never know, the right assistant will come in place with you. You might have some little helpers that lick the bowl and the spoon. And guess what will happen when you do that? You have less to wash out of the bowl, because that's the whole point of when you're coming together. You're coming to work together. So now if one of my siblings got the spoon, there won't be much to wash off the spoon. Somebody take their finger, go through the mixing bowl. There won't be much to wash out of the bowl. So you got to be careful of how you are investing your time, because the people that you're drawing into your space, coming into your kitchen, baking with you, might not be the right assistant. So we want to make sure that we have the assistant. We want to make sure that when we are baking, we want to be bakers men and bakers women. We want to be chefed. Yeah, if we are chef, we want to be great chef. But baking is a whole different process. It is the same concept, but it's a whole different process than sitting up and making a pot of spaghetti. Baking requires more of your time. No matter if you're making a cookie, a muffin, a cake, or a pie, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, baking takes time. Take time, I say to you. Know your time. Don't take no time for granted. Anywhere you have a gap in the time that God gave you, use it wisely. Use it. And when you use it wisely, be sure that you know that inside of your head, inside of your heart, you know exactly that your destiny, your purpose, they're waiting for you. If you take the time to put in the ingredients just to discover your purpose, that is excellent. Baker's man is not just about you going to make the perfect cake or the perfect cookie. Baker's man or baker's woman is you going towards your destiny. So I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for showing up here tonight. Thank you for knowing that your purpose lies not by what I say, but it lies in the language of your heart and your mind holding a conversation. Remember that when we show up, we are not showing up for ourselves, but we are showing up for our family, our community, and generations to come. So let us show up with greatness mentality. Let us show up knowing that when we are showing up, we can be the baker of our own destiny. We are the bakers of our own destiny. I want to thank you all for showing up here tonight, knowing we can bake together. I bring one ingredient, you bring two. You bring two, I bring three. And let us put it together and assist each other on this journey called life. I want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Georgia, Henry, Anna, Yasmin, Sharon. And for those of you who are on live that never put your name, I told you, if I don't call your name, maybe you're in the back. It's not time for you to be in the back. It's time for you to be up front because the world needs you. So thank you so much for being here. We can bake together so we can have wonderful recipe. You never know. You might be bringing just the flour. I bring the nutmeg. I bring the spice. You never know. The cinnamon, whatever it is that I add, you need me and I need you. Thank you so much for being here.